Hey everyone, and welcome back to VFXVIBE once again. So in today's video we are going to see how we can change this to this. Yes, today's video is going to be a very interesting video and I hope you will learn something new in today's video. Today we are going to convert our single frame or still image into a very interesting and dynamic video. And to do that, we are going to do again, we are going to convert this from day to night. Also, we are going to use some expressions. Also, we are going to see how we can add more details like dust and smoke to make our scene better. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Okay, as you can see over here, I am having my main plate and also I'm having one night light kind of effect because it's my desk where I used to work and it's one of my light. And before starting anything, I would like to tell you that I was working for new ideas and suddenly I got, if I have to change this thing into night, what will be the approach? So I'm sharing this thing with you. I took two photos. One is of kind of day and this one also for day, but I switched on my light and closed every curtain and all and took that particular image. So first thing first, my approach will be first I am going to change this thing into night because it will be dark. So I'm going to take my first grade node and I will start grading it. First thing first, I will reduce my intensity like this. And suddenly you can see I'm having a good soft light from these curtains, and which is again nice. Apart from that, I will take another grade and what I will do, I will add some blue to my midtones. Might be like this, not green, little blue. It's all up to you. It's personal taste. And also I'll take again and I will add some shot of blue. So yeah, that is something I am having. I'm okay with it. It's pretty good start. Now I want to switch on my lights. So it's two ways to approach this. Again, I can take this shape and I'll start working on it. But if you'll see over here, I am having some kind of pattern in this, right? So what I will do, I will use this pattern to switch on my lights, right? Either I can do it by taking a key here and do the key lights, but for this thing I'm going to take a roto shape and quickly I will do my roto. So I'll come back once my roto is done. Okay, so I quickly did my roto and what I will do, I will just take a mask and I will mask it out. Okay, and without thinking anything, I'm going to take merge node and I will add this thing on top of my main plate. So suddenly you will see, you will have something like this, but it's not looking the way you saw in my reference. So a few things I need to do. First thing, I need to match my positions because this is again a different magnification. So I'll take a node called corner pin and I'll add this. What I will do, I will go over here and if you can see, I'm having my four corners on, of course, project setting I'm having. So I need my corners over here. So I'll select this. I'll go to from and I'll disable this first and I will start putting my points tentatively on corners like this. And suddenly if I'm going to do this, if you'll see, I'm having a different result, but I'll use copy from. As I'm going to copy from, which is this, you will have your points on corners. And now I'll go over here and definitely I'm going to set my positions. So this is something you need to take care about that. I am able to do that because this is a single frame. If it's moving, then definitely I need to introduce tracking and all. So, but this thing I'm having a pretty simple solution like this. And I'm okay with my positioning. Let me cross check it. Now if you can see, I'm having my light switch on. but it's looking very fake, right? So what I will do, I will take a grade node, and in that particular grade node I'm going to add some orange because I want orange light. If you are okay with your cyan light, you can go with it, but I want my dark orange light like this, right? And also, of course, I need to do glowing and all, so I will take one dot node over here and I will add a glow. You can use exponential glow as well, but for now I'm going to use glow like this. I'll use effects only. I'll use glow in 3 steps. I'll show you how. First, I'm going to do core glow. So I will use little tolerance and might be little brightness, and I will plus it back. My first glow, I'll plus it back. I'll make some space. So okay, apart from that, I'm going to take another glow, and that will be my spreaded glow kind of stuff. I'll use effects only, and I will increase this, might be 200 or 300, don't know, might be 500, and also I'll increase my brightness, and same way I'm going to plus it back like this. Okay, now if I'm going to see, it's not looking the way it should be because not looking good. So what I will do, I will go again over here in my this glow. If you can see, I'm having a quite red kind of stuff, so might be I can take a saturation and I will reduce some saturation, not much, like this much, and now it's looking tentatively good. But again, if my light is switch on, then definitely the interactive thing should come, like light should interact with objects, then only it will look good. So before doing that, what I will do, I will add one more layer of glow, which will be my third layer of glow. So I will use this, and again I'll take a glow. By the way, I am doing it because I have a reference of same thing, how this light behaves in night. I'll show you. So I will use glow like 200, 300 might be. So kind of outer glow kind of stuff, and I will increase brightness and I'll again plus it. So I will have third layer of glow, which will give me this outer edge. If I have to show you this outer edge, again later in this process I will add some more glow, right? Now if I can see, only thing is visible is my light. Of course it's coming out too bright, might be I will go over here, I'll start tweaking things, but not right now because again I have to do some interactivity as well. Now let's start with adding some interactivity. If you can see over here, if my light is switch on, then definitely it should affect this area, at least my PC and all. So what I will do, I will go over here and I'll start making some shapes like this. Like I'll take rough shape, not accurate, like this. Okay, and might be I can take some area as well, like I'm not sure how it will work, but let me check. Not sure, but let's see. If needed, I can delete it. So I'll go and I'll take merge because I want this thing to be treated separately like this, and I'll mask it. Okay, I'm having separate things, and also I will take grade node. First thing first, I'll merge it on top of my actual plate. So of course you will have this thing. This is again not looking the way it should be, like I'll screen it might be. So if you can see, it's looking pretty weird, so need not to worry. Might be I will take a grade node after this and I will start tweaking things, like I can do a little gain orange kind of stuff, if you can see, and also I can take gamma, just to match my light. And before this, I'm going to take another grade node, and this grade node, I will use it for intensity only. If you can see, not much intensity, but little intensity, kind of this. And again, this is quite sharp, so I will go over here and I'll take this, and might be I'll start tweaking things, something like this. And now if I'm going to see from this point, some kind of interactivity I'm getting, but this is not the way it should be, because it's coming too bright and my light is too bright, but I'm not having anything of same intensity. It won't be same intensity, but what I will do, I will just go over here and might be I'll increase a little more, and over here I will add more orange, kind of this. But what's happening, you can see over here I'm having too much light because it's in single image. So to fix it, I'll go over here and might be I'll select BZ2, and in over here I can reduce my transform. So what will happen, I can control opacity of my mask, and it will be a very subtle. And if you can see over here, I am having more effect over here. And also if you can see, I'm having a sharp edges. Might be I can take a edge blur and I can add it just to blend my edges. If you can see, my edges are blended like this. Later on we'll work on my blending, layer blending, right? So now it's coming pretty nice, but if you can see, I'm not having my super glowy thing over here, because of course if it will glow, it should go over here. Also I'll add some more interactivity. How? What I will do, I will make some space, and first thing first, I am feeling that this is too much. So let me switch off this. Yeah, I'm feeling this is too much, so I will reduce some glow. And also I'm feeling this is too much. The strongest is this. And also what I will do, I will spread this thing more like this, and this will be third layer. And also I'm going and I will reduce this. So now it's coming little subtle, might be little more. And also what I will do, I will take my entire thing, I'll take a dot node, I'll take blur, and I'll blur it like 300, 400, might be something like this. And I will add a grade node, a little grade. And also what I will do, I will take my this composition and I will multiply it just to add some more interactivity like this. I'll multiply it. And once I'm done with this, if you can see, I will add it on top of everything. Although this is not needed, but I feel it will give me a little hint, and I will plus it. So if you can see, a little hint I am getting what we were having. And also what I will do, I will take this and I will merge it on top of everything like this. Okay, so this time I'll do screen and I will reduce softness like this. So what will happen, you will have one layer which is going in shadows as well, like this, right? So now my things are taking shape. And also if you can see, I'm having a lot of information over here. So what I will do, I will go and I'll figure it out from where it's coming. So might be over here or over here I'm getting. So if you can see, I'm having over here, I'm getting this thing over here, which is coming from A. So I will go and I will set bounding box to B. So definitely it will go. And if I can see, again I'm having, so I'll go over here, bounding box to B. Same way, bounding box to B. So now it's taking shapes. And now let's move to next phase. Okay, now what I will do, I will start adding some God rays. So to do that, if you can see over here, I am having my this information, and I'll take a output from this grade node, and I will add a volumetric light or volume rays, and I will connect this over here like this, right? And already made several videos on volumetric rays. So I'll go over here and I will choose my position, and if you can see, I might use this way, and I will use ray per length, and ray pre-blur I will use just to blur my sharp edges like this, not this much, like this. And might be I will use some gamma, not much, and gain, a little gain as well. And what I will do, I will add everything over here, right? So if you can see, now I'm having my God rays as well, which is again too much, need not to worry, I will fix it, right? So what I will do, I will just arrange my things, and might be you can use a screen if you want, and also I will reduce my God rays, and I want to make my God rays little stronger so that I will have some streaks like this. If needed, I can take a grade and do rest of the things. But now if you can see, if I will just do the quick compare, it's coming out nice again. Definitely I need to do multiple things like God rays. I'm having interactive lights as well. Hey everyone, so I think this video is getting a little longer, so I decided to split this video into two parts. So in first part, we have seen how we can start working on a single image, how to change it from day to night, and also how to add interactive details, and also we have seen how we can add some God rays or volume rays. So I think that's it for first part, and in next part we will see how to add more detail like environmental dust elements, smoke, light flicker, those kind of things we are going to check in next part. So I think that's it for today's video, and if you are learning from this video, please don't forget to like this video, share this video, and if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. With this said, this is VFXVIBE signing off. Have a good day.